And I know that this is a word that people hear quite a bit, or a phrase. And I know as well, in the context of Unit4, this is a phrase that comes up. But given your definition of ERP, what would you say is modern ERP, quote unquote?
Quote unquote. Well, I guess it depends. It's on who is talking. I think for me, so my perspective or my view on this is that modern ERP, so there's like different aspects to this. There's, of course, the way you interact, the user experience, and then the way the software operates. I think it's key for me that a modern ERP solution today is a cloud native ERP, right? So it's based on cloud deployment and it's natively running in the cloud. And it also should contain a lot of tools and technologies that outside the sort of traditional functional scope that has been the predominantly focus area for many years within the ERP space, broadening out the functional aspects to solve the business problems and sort of build out the business processes. It also needs to be open and it needs to have capabilities for customers to actually go in and in a non-invasive way be able to extend the solution and use the ERP solution as so because it is a single source of truth for a lot of data, right? So getting access to the data and business processes in a highly flexible and seamless way through some great technologies that sits around the ERP. And then on the UX side, for me, a modern ERP is not a monolithic user experience, right? So if you look at it, it's sort of, traditionally, ERP, you had to log into the ERP system, and then you had like gazillions of screens and complex navigation menus and stuff like that.
Right.
And for the vast majority of users, they just maintain data. And all that needs, in my view, in the modern, it's sort of taken away and it's then handled automatically. And then the user experience is based around when the system sort of gets to a point where it can progress due to either data problems or, there may be some exceptions. It will then invite the user in to solve those specific issues through the tools that the users are using every day, right? So today, everybody due to the pandemic is using Zoom, Slack, or Teams, right? And that's where you should sort of focus on solving those specific problems without the users having to go to log into this mammoth user interface that was sort of the traditional ERP, right?
Yeah.
So it's sort of a combination of a different user experience paradigm, making it more like you're not starting working with the ERP to create a transaction, but it's based on an invitation, based on an analysis, right? So it's sort of different there. And then an open platform that allows you to extend it very easily and integrate with the rest of your ecosystem.